Miss Cheryl's place. Thanks for coming in. All right, let's get started. All right, I think today I was challenged with trying to do a 2-inch nail, which is not necessarily in my forte. I've only tried this a few times. So let me grab a tip for my mannequin, for Sally, and we'll get into it. It's a holiday weekend, so let's see what we can do. I feel like I'm out of practice. I haven't been at work for a couple of days. Oh, we're already losing fingers. So I find with Sally, like if you just keep tips in her little fingertips here, if you keep the little tips in, it keeps the pads from falling off. So actually, maybe I should do that. I'm just going to put them in. I'll just put them in. All right. All right, welcome in, everybody. I'm just going to cut off the back end of the cuticle. Oops. I hear oops from cameraman. I don't know why, but that's all right. Why we got an oops?
Because I went live.
Because what?
I went live on this.
Oh. Hold on.
I never find the live one.
The live on. I don't know.
On yours?
On the iPad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I get it. I'm the only Apple person in my household. So everybody else in my household is like Android. But I guess it's one of those things. It's like Coke or Pepsi, Pellegrino or Perrier, Apple or Android. I'll take my Apple. Although I don't really have my own computer or anything like that because I have like zero need for it. I like to have my iPhone and my iPad, and that's really all I need. And earbuds. Ooh, I have new earbuds coming. I'm excited.
You figured that out?
I did. I ordered them last night. I was hoping they were going to be tax-free, but apparently that's not tax-free. But if I bought a laptop, that would have been tax-free. That's all right. I'm just going to cut these guys. We're going to do a 2-inch nail, so it's going to be fun because I've only tried this like a handful of times and not any time recently, so it'll be interesting to see how this comes together. Let me grab a piece of paper. Put this on top of. All right. Cut these guys a little shorter because I want to try to make this like really, really skinny, really, really tight. Well, I'm only going to do one. So it'll probably take me a whole hour just to do one. All right, let's kind of shape her up a little bit, get her all prepped in. Welcome in, everybody. Did everybody have a good Labor Day? What'd y'all do this weekend? I hope it was something fun. Frankfurters, beaches, pools, cookouts. What did y'all do this weekend? I went and toured colleges with my daughter. I'm going to be an empty nester this time next year. I don't even know what to say to that. I don't know if I got any moms in here. Moms, if you've done this already, I don't know. I don't know how you did it. Every time I turn around, I'm thinking, oh my God, this is my last first and my first last. It's sad, but I guess it's not really that sad. I did my job right? Hey, welcome in, 8080. Hey. All right, who do we got in here today? Jump in the chat, say what's up. All right, so let's start best practices. And honestly, y'all, this totally is a best practice because if I was super honest with you, because I've never really practiced this, I forget to do it in salon regularly. So we're going to start with our best practices. We're going to push our cuticle back, right? We don't have to spend a lot of time on that. We just want to make sure it's like loose and flexible. So there's nothing like truly sticking to the nail plate. All right, then I'm going to come in with an arbor band at 150 grit. so here we go. Whoosh. I always get nervous when that happens. All right, I'm gonna take my old bit off of my mandrel, and I'm just gonna grab a new bit. I use the Young Nails 150. They are my favorite for just about everything. I mean, I have maybe a few other miscellaneous products here and there. Hey, girl. But predominantly Young Nails. All my core products are going to be Young Nails. It's just every now and again I'll find like a nail art product from miscellaneous places. All right, I'm going to turn my e-file on. I'm right-handed, so it's going to be in the forward position. And your range for your prep is going to be anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 RPMs. Wear your nails on your oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Um, you know, I'm in Central Florida, so it's not really autumn yet, but I wanted something kind of metallic-y, the beginning of autumn. All right, so we're going to come in. I'm going to keep my clients on a little bit of a diagonal so I can come in. Hey, welcome in, Braylene. So I'm going to come in so I can watch her from a profile side view. So I'm going to come around my cuticle area, come around, come around, come around, come around. And I do it one more time. And I just do this to practice the idea of I do it once to kind of make sure any keratin builds up, anything that's on the nail plate comes up and off. And the second time I go, just to make sure everything is prepped properly. And then I'm gonna just lightly make contact and tickle it down the nail plate. One direction, one direction, one direction. Lightly make contact until I see no more shine on the nail plate. That's all you have to do. Ready? So we come around the cuticle, make contact. Everything stays flat and flush to the nail. I don't want to come up on this angle. If you come up on an angle like this, that's how you're going to dig in and get those ring of fire. Oh, thank you, Braylene. I appreciate that. All right. Everything stays flat and flush, parallel to the nail, and tickle it all the way down. All right. So once we've done our prep on our natural nail plate, we're going to come in with a manicure brush or anything that you can sanitize in between. On Sally here, I got this like handy dandy little ring guy, but it doesn't fit my hand. I'm so sad about that. I wanted it to fit so bad. But you can just come in with your manicure brush and you wipe your debris away from cuticle to free edge. And then you're going to come in with your swipe. And we're just going to put a little bit of that on. And again, we're just going to wipe it from the cuticle to the free edge. So the swipe is like your dehydrator, right? It's going to make sure that any kind of contaminants have been removed from the nail plate. It's going to make sure it's nice and clean, stabilize the pH. So we can go in with a protein bond. And you can go up to 2 layers of this. 2 layers for heavy lifters. I always do just 2 layers because I don't want to find out that she was a heavy lifter the hard way. And you don't want to flood the cuticle with this either. If you put too much on, it gets all over the skin, or if you're flooding that cuticle area, you're going to wind up giving yourself more issues. So although we use this for helping to prevent any lifting, if you overdo it, you most certainly have caused your own lifting. All right. Go in with our protein bonds, and then we'll go in with our form. Before I get to the form, so I wasn't sure what colors I should work with. So I was thinking of these two. I just wanted to see what chat would say. I have this one. This is smoky. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got a little bit of a glitter shimmer to it, like a little bit of a silver in there. It's kind of pretty. I can swatch them out so we can see them. Or amber, which is like a whole lot of like, I definitely get autumn vibes on that one. Let's swatch them out before we use them. But I want to know what chat thinks. I don't know. I haven't decided what color to do. Let's swatch them. Let's see what chat thinks. All right, let's go. Get my brush. I'm just going to get my dish with some monomer in it. All right, let's clean that out a little bit. Ooh, monomer's dirty. All right, so It's my jar. So here's my jar that I like to use, but I just dumped out what was in there. So I'm going to come in with my magic wand and just kind of wipe out what's in there. I just want to clean it out because there's definitely some glitter. Everything in my life has glitter in it. And I'm just using my magic wand just because I don't want to touch it. It's, you know, you don't want to constantly make contact with the chemicals. All right. I'm going to come in with some nail liquid, some monomer. Single chain of molecules, mono, single. And I'm just going to pour a little bit into my dish.
Is that what it means?
That's what monomer is, yeah. Mono means single, so monomer is a single chain of molecules linked together. And then you mix it with the polymer, poly, which are many different chains. And when the two meet, it again becomes still polymer because it's more than one. All right, so I'm gonna come all the way in. Here is our smoky ametrine. If I'm saying that wrong, we can all laugh at me, that's fine. Let's see what that color looks like. Oh, she's kind of pretty. She kind of is given like a little bit of like that Pantone Mocha Mousse with like a silver, which I'm totally into silver right now. So I kind of like that one. And then this is the Amber Glow. Oh, and that's like super autumn. So if you notice, like when I'm cleaning my brush, it's that much pressure, right? You just want to make sure you get it all out because I don't want to keep gunking up my brush and putting it into my liquid. Then my liquid will become contaminated. All right, so I'm just going to lid these up for a hot second. You guys in chat, tell me, do you like the smoky ametrine or the Amber Glow? I think I like the smoky. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see how pretty the silver is on that one. All right, so let's get into it. I'm gonna grab my form. Smoky. All right, got one for the smoky. All right, I'm gonna come in with my form, right? Because I wanna do like a super extra long nail. So I take my extra long forms. I'm gonna pull this guy out and then I place him right behind it. And that all that does is give me just more stability in the form. I'm going to have my tabs, line them up perfectly. If your tabs are all wonky, your whole nail is going to be misshaped too. So you want to make sure that those are loaded up pretty evenly. On Sally, I'll keep my upper tab intact. I mean, on humans, I'll open it up and that, but on Sally, she doesn't need to be open. She's going to stay exactly like that. All right. Let's go. I'm going to get her underneath or flush to the nail tip. And then I'm going to close my bottom. What? It's long. Yeah, now this is going to be a long nail. So last week when I was live, this was requested. All right, so, and we're going to do kind of like a pointed shape. So I'm just going to mold her out. And I'll make her more pointed, which means you have to, when you want it more of like a true point, you have to apply past your pinch. If you're going to stay in those extreme amulettos and whatnot, then you apply it right up to the pinch, but not beyond it. All right. Yeah, all right, so I've got her pinch just below the 11. Ooh, that's going to be crazy time. That's going to be crazy time. You know what's going to be hard about that is filing it. Filing is ridiculous at these lengths. And to try to stay in that eye map. All right, but that's all right. We're going to do this, right? We're going to do this. Oh my gosh. I think it's been a couple of years since I've attempted to do a 2-inch nail. Alrighty, smoky it's gonna be. Let's do the smoky ametrine. Pretty color. All right. So I'm just kind of making sure that she's still straight. Sally, I find that like you kind of have to hold on to. your form the whole time because she moves around. It doesn't really stay on like the same it would do for a human. It doesn't really stick to the rubber that great. All right, let's get into it. Let's go. Okay, so I have my liquid. Let's see if I can get all of this in frame here. Let's go. Can we get everything in? Is it in frame?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, all the way in our liquid, I'm going to want a pretty decent sized pearl. I'm going to tap, and then I'm going to bounce into my powder. I probably could have gotten a bigger pearl, but that's all right. This will be like my pancake pearl because I haven't pulled one yet today. But I do want her to be kind of more in clay-like. No, I don't like this form. Do it again. I'd rather redo it. If I'm already like kind of questioning if it moved, I'd rather just do it again. I do that in salon too. It's better than trying to figure out how to babysit it again or fix it later. Just do it well the first time. They move sometimes. Even when I work on clients, like I won't put on all 10. I'll work a few at a time. That way, if they're moving around or touching things, I'm not worried about my forms moving around. All right. There we go. That looks better already. Line it up. There we go. We said right around the 11. Okay, cool. Pinch at the 11. All right, all the way in. Tap. Bounce. I'm going to release some of the extra liquid on my paper towel. And again, because I want this to be more in a clay-like kind of position so I can manipulate it. I don't need it all to be absolutely perfect when I'm applying. To start with, I just need it to get on where I need it. I'm going to walk it from the top. I'm going to slide on the side, and then just with zone 2 and 3 of my brush, I'm just going to move it into where I need it and move it to where I need it. Follow it down. So many little things are happening at the same time. Like I'm using zone 2 of my brush, the middle of the brush, and zone 3, close to the ferrule of the brush, to just stretch this out and stretch it out. And then on the sides, it's like just a slight little roll because I want to have that curve of the nail come into play. So I'm just kind of lightly roll it in, trying to make sure my sides stay nice and straight. My sides nice and straight. Stretch it out. And I'm starting to realize now that I'm running out of time. This is almost dry. And that's okay. That's still a pretty fair amount for one pearl, right? So that's okay. I was suspecting this was going to be many pearls anyway. And I do want this to be kind of thin too, because if I make this thin enough, then I might decide to go a little crazy and add some embellishments into it. We'll see. I don't know. That might look some pretty. That's so pretty. I'm already trying to think what glitter or something I can add in there. What can we add in there? I'm going to release some of that extra liquid. I'm just giving it a chance for the liquid and powder to meet. And because she's so long, I can't really find my place of fulcrum there. So I'm kind of using my wrist on the table here to find that fulcrum to keep my hand steady while I kind of bring this all the way down to the pinch and just slightly past the pinch. Now, honestly, I don't have a ruler. I don't know if this is like a literal 2-inch nail, but I'm going to say close enough. I'll do my girl math. I'm just going to say it's a 2-inch nail. I really don't know. I'm that kind of girl. I couldn't tell you. Math is definitely, I can't math and do nails at the same time. One thing at a time. Okay, so that's really cute. I really like this. Coming along, coming along. What's up, chat? Where's everybody from? Smoky. All right, so now I'm just gonna take little wet pearls just to fill in anywhere that might need to be filled in to keep my line straight. Holy cannoli. Ooh, boy. You know what, let's just keep going. Why not? I'll make this really pointy. This is insane though. This is the kind of thing, like, I don't know if anybody actually could wear this. I guess you could. Why not? I don't know if I could. I mean, I like me some long nails, but that is even long for me. And I've done some crazy long nails. I mean, I'm from like the generation of long hair, big hair, perms. Enough hairspray to put a hole in the ozone layer. Big hair, big nails. Malibu Musk perfume. Or Love's Baby Soft. Oh, I'm coming out of frame. Okay, cool. All right. There we go. I'm just getting an idea. Like right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Right here. She just needs a little bit just to kind of tighten up that line. So I'm just going to come in. I'm going to grab a small little baby pearl. And I'm just going to place her down. I'm just going to give her a moment for like that liquid and powder to truly connect. And then some light pressure touches because I don't want to wipe it off. If you go into it too crazy or too much pressure, I don't know if you guys if you've ever used too much pressure and wiped your pearl off by accident. I think we've all done that at some point or another. So one of the things I like about the clay lake is it kind of helps keep me from doing that. When the pearl's super wet, I find that like sometimes I'll wipe it off by accident and then I got to do twice the amount of work. All right, that looks good on that side. Awesome. Oh my God, she's crazy. All right, I'm going to do another pearl. And come into my powder. Nope, don't like that one. All the way in. Tap, tap on the side. And I'm going to bounce into my powder. And I'm just going to place her at my cuticle area. And notice that the finger is now pointed down. And that's because I really want gravity to take over. I am mostly concerned of just making sure that I have it placed around that cuticle. And then I'm just going to pull it lightly from the front of the pearl, to blend it down. Oh, she's crazy time. All right, let's see. There we go. Look at her. I'm just smoothing her out. Oh my God, we should totally put something in there, right? I think I can do more. She's pretty thin. You see, the structure's not in there yet, and that's okay. I don't need the structure in there yet. I just want this to be thin enough that I can kind of add maybe a little bit of razzle dazzle or something in there. So what should we put in there? I don't know. What color do you think would go good with this? I'm in this total silver phase right now. Should we put more silver into it? What do you think? What do you think, cameraman?
Yeah.
Yeah, silver? What do you think, chat? Silver or gold? I feel like it needs more. But I don't know. I like more. I'm always into like, let's just add more. because how could you ever have enough razzle dazzle in life, right? But I'm looking at my wall. What do I have? Maybe something holographic? What do you think? Let's see. Here's some pretty pieces. There you go. Ethel glow. Well, that's gold. I mean, I'm down for a good mixed kind of metal, but let's see what else we have. Oh, this is pretty. 6-figure fox. It's gold still, but it's hollow. I'm just looking around and see what else I can add in there. Let's see. No 6-figure fox. What about... Oh. You know what might be really pretty in there? Hold on. Hold on. This might be pretty. Let's swatch this out. Let's see what this looks like before I make a big mess. So, when I want to swatch a color real quick, I'll just take the backing of my form. I do this with gel. I'll do it with acrylic. But I'll just kind of take this. You can do it on paper towel too if it's acrylic, but I do a lot of gel, so I just automatically go to like paper. All right, swatch that out. Put that to the side. I'm thinking this is gonna look super duper cute. All right, I'm just gonna take an ombre brush just so I can pick up a few pieces and see what that looks like in there. Oh, I think that's gonna be it. I don't know. Can you guys see that? See that one? Or you know what else? You know what might look super pretty in that? Hold on. Let's go for a golden glow. I freaking love this color. Golden glow or Goldie Girl. These are like, oh my god, if you guys do glitter presses, these two should automatically be in your arsenal of colors. So let's just see what this looks like in there. And it brings out some of that like kind of rose gold vibe. Okay, I think I like that. So we're gonna add definitely some of that one. I don't know, I'm not like 100% into these pieces, so this is gonna be a no. No. I'm gonna put that one away. That's not my vibe right now. Maybe some silvers. Well, let's do silvers. I think silver's gonna do it. All right, let's try one more swatch with a couple of silver pieces. It's like, because it has some silver in there and then like a little bit of that golden glow. That'll be pretty. All right. So I'm gonna take some of this. I'm gonna put her down. Again, I just want to see how the colors match. So, I mean, it doesn't have to, it's not about being pretty on a swatch. It's just a swatch. Drop her down, get a little visual of the colors. Okay, kind of like that. Yeah, what do you guys in chat think? I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? All right. I can't see anything in chat.
Everybody's a little quiet.
All right. Chat's being quiet. You know what? I think I am going to go with the first one because I'm seeing like more like hues of colors popping through, and I think that's going to look super cute. And it's a little bit more of like that autumn feel. So let's just do that. All right. So let's encapsulate this. We're going to use acrylic for it because, you know, why not? I'm going to get some fresh paper towel. I already have the acrylic out, so I'm just going to stick with that. Could you hybrid this? Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. I can go in from here and then do like a thin layer of like a base gel or something and then start encapsulating from there. Or I can stick with acrylic. You can do whatever you want. I just happen to have my powders out already, so I'm going to stick with that. I am going to go back to this, though. I think this is the way to go. Cool. All right. So we have some of these guys. We have this one. This one is Hope, Scream, Cry from Young Nails. This one is Golden Glow. This is from Gemini Cosmetics, Gemini Nevada. So great product. All right, and we're gonna get some Speed Clear for our encapsulation. So my Young Nails. If you followed me last week, I also did some encapsulation with acrylic. So I'm gonna do it like the same but different this time. So I'm coming in with my liquid, right? I'm gonna clean my brush a little. All right, I've got my liquid and I'm gonna grab a super wet pearl of some clear, and then I'm gonna pick that up right away with some of my pieces. And I'm just gonna let that kind of go down because I just want a trail of that across the nail. Do like a little S pattern kind of thing. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. I do like that.
That's nice.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I find like doing it like this with picking it up with a little bit of a super wet pearl is a little bit easier to keep it thinner. That's just for me. You can do it the way you like to do it. I'll do it the way I like to do it. It's like the best part of what we do, right? There's a lot of artistic stuff. Doesn't make things right or wrong. Lots of different ways of doing it. I don't need this to be super flat or flush either. And I don't want it to be because it takes away from some of the dimension if you make everything too flat. So I kind of just let it lay down wherever it wants to lay and however it wants to lay. All right, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna grab a super wet, like wet acrylic pearl. I'm just gonna kind of place it down. And I'm doing that because I just kind of want to come in with a little bit of Hope, Scream, Cry. Hope, Scream, Cry. Which is a little bit of like of a silver, hollow, slivers. All right, and then I'm going to come in. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that too. All right. And then I'm going to come in a little bit of clear, super wet, pick up a little bit of my Golden Glow, Goldie Girl rather, sorry. And I'm just going to kind of accent that here, wherever you want it. There's no right or wrong. I put a little bit here, definitely at my tip here. Could I take the form off? Yeah, I could have taken it off, but I didn't. Mostly because it was still kind of wet and I didn't want to worry about it coming off. I just wanted to keep going in. Okay, I really like that. Kind of cute. All right. I kind of feel like there might be something going on with YouTube that I'm not seeing any chat. Chat's really super duper quiet.
Let's see.
What's up, chat? Can y'all like let me know if chat's working? Because I really not seeing anything come up. So if you guys are in chat, drop me a 100 real quick so I can tell if you guys are if it's on. Because it looks like it's not coming through. All right, I have to lid everything up because I am a hot mess express and I will spill everything. It has happened to me more than once. I'll do it again. All right, I guess it's working. It's just a quiet night. It's all right. Thanks for following, though. Thanks for supporting my channel. Give it a like if you can. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. This is like all things nails. Nail nerd out all day, all night. I don't know who's on here. So chat, are you DIYers? Are you enthusiasts? Tell me about you guys. Tell me about your nail journey. Oh, I really kind of like that. I might add more glitter topically though. It's super cute. I like the silver on there. All right, cool. So I'm just waiting for her to firm up. And then I will take my form off before I encapsulate it. So now if you guys are doing this like on an actual human being, you could totally pinch it to make it even like tighter. Sally doesn't pinch well because she's all rubber. So even if I try to do it with my fingers, it doesn't always pinch really tight. But I do have a good pinch on my form, and that's going to be my saving grace for all of this. That's super pretty though. Hey, Natasha. Thanks. Welcome in. Thank you. It's just a super quiet chat night. That's cool though. Welcome in, Natasha. All right. So cute. I always feel like you can never see bling that great on camera, but that's all right. I like the different icy blues and oranges, a little bit of heat on there. It's gonna look super cute. Now, honestly, I'll always believe that encapsulating with gel, it just is a best way to go. The clarity on it is gorgeous. It always looks like just glass. But we're going to do this with acrylic, which is also really good. It, still gives you that dimension and everything you need. All right. So my liquid is pretty contaminated, right? I can see some of the glitter in there, the sparkles. So I'm just going to go in and absorb it all up with a paper towel. I take my magic wand just to help absorb it and to pick up the paper towel so I can get all of that grossness out of it. Sorry. And then I can pour some fresh liquid into it for my encapsulation. So I'm going to come in. And here's your tip and trick, right? We put the ferrule of the brush over the nozzle, and then it just allows me to control my pour, so I'm not wasting a ton of product, because monomer is expensive. But, well, it's on sale right now, so if you need something, go get it now. It's on sale till, I think, midnight Pacific time, but I believe it's, go check it out. Their liquids, their powders, and the hard gels are all like on super duper sale, like BOGO style. Otherwise, everything on their site is 20% off if it's not already on like a mega deal. All right, speed clear to encapsulate, and I'm just all right. Now she's clicking for me, so now she's a little firmer. So I'm going to come in. I'm just going to grab something sharp to help take the form off. And if I can find my handy dandy tool, I'm just come in here, get my tool out. All right. And all I'm going to do is very, very lightly just score it off the side. I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm just going to kind of lightly come underneath. Kind of feel it pop off. Nope, not ready yet. There you go. And always tug down. Do not try to tug in the other direction so you don't rip off and it feels better. All right. There we go. Bring her down. Ooh. I can't believe y'all talked me into doing like a, still gonna say it's 2-inch. It may or may not be. I don't know.
Where's my ruler?
What?
Where's the ruler?
I don't know.
Let me see.
I don't have one. I don't have a ruler here. I'm a girl.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah? We're getting pretty close?
Yep.
All right. All right, so now we're just going to encapsulate everything. I'm going to come in. I'm going to tap it once. I'm going to try to grab a monster pearl. So I get a big old pearl. And then I'm just going to put her down. And I'm going to trust my run. This is when your application kind of is more similar to your gel, because I'm just trusting my run and lightly guiding it where I need her to be. And then I'm just going to blend it. I don't want to wipe it off. I'm just going to blend it a little bit so I can pull down another pearl. And I'm just going to continue that down the length of this monster. All right. Come back in. And I'm going to place my pearl right where the other one ended. And I'll do just a couple of quick little strokes backwards. And I'm just doing that because I want to blend everything. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see the lines. All right. Come over and just lightly blend from the front of the pearl so you don't wipe it off. It's the hardest part. So very light touches. Just kind of going on it, not in it. Okay. Back into my liquid. I'm just going to tap it once off the side, and I'm going to bounce. And I'm going to apply this one backwards so I can do my blend. And I'm going to trust my run, and I'm just going to kind of guide her where I need her to be. If she goes somewhere I don't want her, I just pick her up, just catch her. That's all. Light touches. Ooh. And again, I can come back over to make sure where my structure is. I just need to make sure it's on the nail. The process doesn't always have to look cute. It really doesn't. If you're filing it into shape, it's kind of like when you put foils in someone's hair. Foils, you don't look cute with foils in, y'all. But the end result is cute. Trust the process. It's okay if it looks a little wonky in the beginning. And if you're just starting out, I mean, pile and file is a method. It works for people. Don't let other people tell you. If it works for you, it works for you. If you can get it done and the end result is there, and it's working, y'all. All right. So I've got it coated just about everywhere I need it, right? It's coated, but I still need some structure. And on a length like this, I really want to build the spine of the nail, the center of the nail. So you can still say I'm a little bit low in some areas, and I do need my upper arch and my apex to start almost immediately to support that length. So I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to kind of work on a profile so I can watch and see where I need to fill in my high and low spots. I'm going to come in with my powder. And she's low right there, so I'm going to place her right there. Trust the run. And I'm just going to blend it in both directions. Light touches. I don't want to wipe it off. I just want to blend it. Nice. Nicey. Bring her in, back into my liquid and my powder. Fill her in. And I'm just going to do this down the whole spine of the nail so I can really kind of build that up. And you see how she's coming more into shape now. I say this every week when I go live, but I really do need some WD-40 for Sally. She's starting to sound like the Tin Man. Oh my God, are any of you guys in Vegas? Because I just saw that the Sphere re-released The Wizard of Oz, and I guess they used AI to introduce other actors to it. I don't know the whole thing, but if anyone here is in Vegas and you've seen it, please tell me what you think. I think that's got to be a really cool thing to see out there. And it's allegedly like all interactive, like the tornado, you get hit with debris and rain. I don't know. All right. I'm really liking that. I'm really liking that. So right here, right? Do y'all see that right there? A little bit of a low spot. Let me see. Right here. Can you see it? It's just a little bit, and that's okay. I'm gonna take care of all of that right now. Ooh. Right there. That's no joke. 2-inch, eh? Okay, never again. That's crazy.
Doing good.
Thanks. I just feel like it's a lot of like pile. But that's all right.
Would you have kept doing that if you didn't put all that stuff on it?
I still would have had to put in a structure layer, yes. But just because I just use, when you use color acrylic of any kind, anytime you use colored acrylic, you don't really need to use all of the acrylic to make your shape and your structure. You're using it really for color, for design. So you just put enough of it down, and then you just put your clear on top of it. And it'll file better that way too, because a lot of times if you have like different colored acrylics, when you start filing into it, a lot of times it'll file out some of the pigment, and you might start seeing more silvers. So I will always recommend that you use just enough for your color, for the pigment or the design that you want, and then you encapsulate the rest of that with clear.
Right.
It'll file better.
You placed a lot of layers on that one.
I think I'm doing a lot of more layers because of how long the nail is, and to make sure that I have enough structure inside of the nail frame, to make sure I have enough structure in the nail. So there's that, and it's not like I do a lot of 2-inch nails to be like, oh, I can do that in 3 pearls. This is more like, I'm gonna get it there. I don't know how I'm gonna get it there, but I'll get her there. I actually feel like I want to put a little bit more at the apex up here too, because I feel like I don't have enough right there at the apex. And I kind of like that better already right there too. That's better. Just to make a more sound structure, I want to bring that apex up like immediately. Yeah, see, that looks better already. And then I think I just want to put a tiny bit right there. Just a little bit right there. Just to kind of fill that little bit of low in there. And part of me also wants to do that, so I've given myself permission or an area to file without filing it all out right away. Sweet. All right, so I wipe my brush, right? Wipe it real good, and then I'm just gonna leave it in my monomer so it can clean itself. I'm gonna cap everything, and then we'll get into file finish. We'll go from there. Thank you. Oh, welcome in. I can't see all the way across. Lamali, thank you. Welcome in. All right. Get rid of some of the dirty towels. I'm gonna come back in. I have my dust extractor here, but when I'm recording, I always feel like the dust extractor is a little too loud. So this is just going to be a hot mess when we start filing. So I'm going to take my file. I'm going to use my X cut, right? I'm going to put her into the chuck, and I'm going to just enough to put her in, and I can lock her in. Because what's going to happen is, I mean, the nozzle right here is still going to get in my way. So we're going to find a couple of different ways to file this that kind of deter from our standard I-formation roadmap. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I know I'm into silver right now. Usually I like pink and gold, but I don't know. I was just kind of feeling silvery. Oh. But thank you so much. All right. And now we're just waiting for it to set up. And when you do like a nail, it's like the longest 2 minutes of your life just waiting for a nail to dry. And we're just looking, you know, if it makes that clickety-clack sound. Not clicking. So, put all my powders away, put my glitters away, get everything read up. Oh, I'll get my hand files out too. I'm going to grab, see, the 100 grit, and I'm going to use a 150 when I go to fine tune it also. But I'm going to use the 100 because it's acrylic, right? So 100 will be fine, and it'll allow me to kind of file through that a little faster. There's going to be a lot there to file. All right. There she goes. Now she goes clickety click clack clack. There we go. All right, let's get into it. I have my X cut in. I'm going to come up to 12,000 RPMs. Your range really is 12 to 15,000 RPMs. I find I used to work at 15 all the time. I started working at 12 a few months ago. I like it better. I find for me, I have more control at 12. I can move a little bit slower and more purposeful. Okay, I was gonna say that felt a little soft, but she's fine. So I usually want to come around my cuticle area, right? Start blending that down, and then I'll come down the center of the nail, zone 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3. But she's so long, it's hard to even get all of that proper movement in. All right, I'm gonna come here. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. And I'm just looking at where the acrylic is. I'm looking at the nail, not necessarily the bit. She's crazy long. And I'm going down the spine just to blend all my zones together. And honestly, she's not like insane, so I can do a lot of this by hand too. I just like to get my bulk done. All right, let's go on with our hand file. We'll do our 5 or 4 point filing. So I'm going to come parallel with the nail, and I'm going to use my hand to hold that nail in place so my client won't feel the pressure of me pushing against and filing. And then I do the same on the other side. Many things happen at the same time. So when I'm filing this way, I'm using my index finger to keep my abrasive stable, right? And when I come over to the other side, my fingers are going to hold and resist that side of the nail, and my index finger moves over to the other side of the abrasive. And yes, I know if you're trying this, it's going to feel really, really weird. Everything that's new is weird and awkward feeling. It's only awkward till it's not. I mean, I know some people will just take it and use their thumb, and that's fine too. You just put your thumb on it like you were going to hit it. And I guess pickleball's new thing. Is that how you hold a pickleball? I think that's how you would hold like a, I don't know, like a table tennis paddle, but I just go like this, and then I bring her over, and same on the other side. And I'm just trying to make my lines nice and straight from the growth channels, and bring her down, and from my growth channels all the way down. So that gives us 1, and then 2. I bring my client onto a profile so I can see what my lower arches are doing. Sometimes Sally's digits get in my way, and anything that's hanging low, I'm just going to file that off. I use my whole file. I'm not really using a lot of pressure. I'm letting the file do its job. So I'm just making contact with it. And any pressure I am applying, which is moderate at best, is more on my up stroke than on my down stroke. Because I'm really just trying to make sure anything that's hanging low kind of comes up so everything is straight from the growth panel. Same on the other side. Anything that's hanging lower, we're just going to file that up. Again, any pressure, which is moderate, I'm going to use on the up. And I use the whole abrasive. Let the abrasive do its job. Now, because we're in like a pointier shape, we don't have a 5. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then your free edge would be 5. But since we're in a pointed kind of shape, we're not really going to have a 5. Ooh, she crazy. That's like a weapon.
Yeah.
And I'm just lining my lines up. Because again, like when you look at a pointed shape, even though it's pointed, everything is still very straight from that growth channel. You shouldn't see it like edge over. The lines, everything stays nice and straight. All right. And then I do like to come under the nail a little bit just to make sure that my lower arches are at the same height on both sides. And this gives me a chance to make sure I can mark it with my file and I can feel it and see it, that both sides are coming from the same. All right. So now I'm just going to kind of come around my cuticle, make sure everything is soft and blended. And when I do this, I don't have to move my whole hand. My client's hand can move with me. And I come around my cuticle area. Come around. And I can come up the other side just to make sure. All right. So from this point on, you really just want everything to have a nice blend to it, right? Because we want to go from thinnest to thickest, thinnest to thickest. Same thing, we go from thinnest to thickest to thinnest again. So when I'm filing, I'm coming down from the center to my side, center to my side, center to my side on the left side of the nail. And then when I come to the right side, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just coming up that way. Still having like that kind of C shape to it. And then I can come up the center. I like to come up so I can look down the barrel of the nail. And I can see where I'm headed with that. I can check her out from client view. We haven't looked at that view yet. Oh, Lord have mercy. She's crazy. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. Gotta love a little bit of love. Thank you so much. All right. Just checking my balance on the sides. Check my balance on the sides. Woo-wee. All right. And then we're going to look down the barrel from the cuticle, right? And I'm just going to come in and make sure everything is nice and balanced. Oh, I'm not in frame. Let's go. Let's go this way. Down the barrel. Down the barrel. That is crazy town. And I do move my client's hand around too. Like I'll take them from the client profile in this view and then just lightly turn them. And I'm able to see and open up that side a little bit. And same, I can just have them turn their hand kindly to the other side. And then we can go from there. All right, she's looking pretty decent to me. Whoops. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so once you have it all in its place and its shape, you could come in with like your cuticle bit and tighten up all around your cuticle area if you wanted to. That's fine. I'm just kind of checking it out from my underside, make sure it all looks good. Double check everything. There's all. Ooh, check her out. Right, that's a deep C curve. It's so hard to sometimes see a C curve on Sally. Trust you me, she's in there. What? Thank you. All right. Yeah, that's just absolutely insane. All right, cool. Yeah, I like her. I'm just going to tighten up my cuticle area a little bit. All right, dope. So you can see that the apex starts almost immediately, which the longer the nail is, the closer to the cuticle that apex needs to be. And then that spine just runs along the whole length of the nail. And that's going to help give it its strength and its support. Like if you look at architecture, like domes and arches, right? Those are the strongest structures. And that is exactly what we're creating in nails is domes and arches. Domes and arches. Because as long as your nails don't break, your client will forgive you anything, really. But at the end of the day, you don't want nails to break. They can't break off. Everything else is negotiable. No broken nails. All right, cool. Looking good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back. I'm going to grab my manicure brush. I'm going to start wiping off some of the debris. So all that dust and everything that was on the nail, I'm going to take that off. I do love this part. I'm going to come in with my swipe, right? So I'm going to come in with my swipe. And it kind of gives you a little bit of a sneak peek to what you've created. And you can start seeing all of that. But I'm just going to wipe all the dust away and come up underneath it. And then if you wanted to make sure, like you're afraid of any chipping, peeling of your top coat, you could totally come back in with some more of the protein bonds. You could, with your protein bond, you could also use the protein bond, like if you're afraid you're going to see any scratch or nicks or anything from your filing application, you could totally come in with your protein bond. So you just want to wait till your swipe has evaporated. Otherwise, you're just cleaning it off and it's not going to do anything. All right. So I'm just going to put a little protein bond down just in case any of the scratch marks from the filing are present. And then we're going to come in with our manicure top from Young Nails. So I just like this one because it doesn't bulk out, because I wanted the shape to stay as sleek and as tight as possible. So I don't want to worry about it bulking out more and more. And that's actually one of the reasons why I like encapsulation so much, is that I do all the art the first time and then I don't have to worry about anything shifting and changing. I do have to get the dust off of my hands though. Wipe my hands real quick. And that's just because I wasn't using my dust extractor. So my hands are covered in all of that. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go. All right. All right, what do you think, chat? This is my favorite part when you start putting your top coat on and you just watch your whole design come to life, right? So here we go. 2-inch stiletto. Oh. Okay, I'm so glad we did that. That's so pretty. I'm really glad I went back to my original idea with the glitter chunks in there. That's so pretty. I like it. I don't remember which one it was though, but that's all right. But you know what it is? It's because I forgot to make a label for it when I put it in the small rose gold jar, and I don't remember which one it was. But that's okay. That happens every now and again. It's like the mystery surprise color. Oh, that's so cute. Do you guys see that coming together from chat? Can you see it? Buttes. Buttes, magoots. All right. All right, she's going to go in the lamp. So 60 seconds with my LED. Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to do 60 seconds and remove her sticky layer. Lamoli. Did I say that right? Lamali? I can't see it. Lamali. Thank you so much. Are you a nail tech? Or are you an enthusiast? We're just hanging out on YouTube. Yes. Awesome. I love all things nails. It's like my hobby and my vocation at the same time. I like work all day in the salon. Then I come home and I have like my nail room and I play in my nail room. And I have 3 Sallys and they're all my best friends. And when I say it like that, it makes me feel like I sound psychotic. But I just like to play with my dolls with sparkles. Oh, I'm in Central Florida. Where's everybody from? I think the heat does something to everybody here. That's why we have like hashtag Florida man. We're all a little crazy in Florida. All right, I'm going to come in with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. I'm going to remove my sticky inhibition layer. There we go. Look at her.
I think I didn't get a good shot on it too.
Yeah? What?
Should let me zoom in on it.
Yeah. Go ahead. Let's go. I mean, if she was a human, I'd probably give her a little bit of cuticle oil too, so we can kind of see that. But here's our finish, right? So let's go into client view. Here we are. Oh, thank you, Natasha. Thank you. So here's our... I like that. I like the way the glow changes.
Almost
That,
looks like leaves drowning through it.
yeah, I see that, right? I don't know. I always get excited when I find colors that like just change with the different facets of light. So it just makes it more fun and interesting to look at, right? I think that's why I like cat eye polish so much too. Is like every time like you move and the lights hit it, you just get like this whole different vibe out of it. So,
Clip.
wait, hold on.
That's clip.
What?
Make sure we got a picture for a clip.
Sure, can do, can do.
Okay.
I gotta get all this like off of Sally. Sally's dusty. She my bestie, but sometimes she a little dusty. All right, there we go. Right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Is that the picture you want right there?
No.
No?
That's just where you were.
I don't know where I was. Like there?
Sure.
I was just playing with her. I don't know.
Looks good.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll stop touching her. All right, you guys, thank you. I'm not going to stop touching her. I can't help it. It's shiny.
Your light line looks good. Look at that.
Yeah?
Yeah, look at how nice that is.
All right. Well, I don't know how to take a picture while I'm on my phone.
Yeah, but it's on the video.
Okay, cool. All right, you guys. Thank you for hanging out, joining my channel. I appreciate it. We go live every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If there's anything you want to see, if you want to challenge me, just let me know and I'll see if I can't get it into the program. All right, any questions, thoughts, concerns before we sign off? I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't help it. Like, it's so shiny. I really like that glow right there, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you next week. Don't forget to hit that like button. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. Find me on Instagram. We'll see you the next time. Thanks. Bye.